Hello, welcome to this exciting episode right here at the Gamers TV in collaboration with American Corner Muindi. Of course, we are bringing to you something that is kind of related to our previous episode where we were talking about black tanks. So we saw a number of issues being raised by our co-panelists, and they were talking about trying to bring some kind of financial literacy or services to our parents or even to the youth. So today I've brought a guest who is supposed to shed more light on a number of issues that we're supposed to do as youth or as parents in order to ensure that we gain financial stability. So this is your host, Mr. G, and of course, this is Gamers TV, and this is the Gamers Show. So just introduce yourself, tell the audience who you are, what you do, so that at least they can be aware of, what they're supposed to be expecting.
All right. Hi everyone. My name is Mary Margaret. I'm a financial planner. I work with ICA Live. ICA Live, it's ICA Live Group. It's an insurance company, but we are divided into two major departments. We have got ICA General and ICA Live. ICA General does stickers and gari. Kila gari lazima iwe na insurance, and asset insurance. But I belong to the life department. Sisi tunafanya education plan for kids, investment and saving, and retirement plans.
Oh, yeah. When you said that ICA in full, I was like, I inamaanisha nini? C inamaanisha nini? E inamaanisha nini?
No, because what we're going to do ICA, but it's ICA Live.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you very much. So, if you say that you're a financial planner,
Yes.
someone would really want to know who is a financial planner and what do you do in particular?
A financial planner is basically somebody maybe who may give you a guide. For example, there's somebody who earns 100,000, but for the past 1 year, they've not been able to achieve anything, any financial goal. There's somebody who earns 20,000, and they have been able to achieve so much. They have got a lot. That's because they have financial literacy. Very few people have, in fact, 3% of Nairobi in Kenya have got insurance. And my work as a financial planner is basically to guide you on what you're supposed to do with the little that you earn, with a lot of money that you earn, so that it will make sense to you in the long run. Yes, it doesn't really, si lazima to insurance, si lazima, yes, there are different platforms for saving for different goals. Yes.
Oh, so I just wonder for you're talking about someone who earns like say 100,000 per month, and at the end of the year, as a part of so is there a particular age where you can now say that someone is supposed to start seeking financial guidance at any stage?
So really, as long as you're earning something, I have clients who are earning 18,000 per month. I have clients who are earning over 200,000 per month. So it depends. You see, when you talk about saving, it's a decision that you really need to make. For example, there's someone I met in my line of duty. He's a young person. He's actually 23, I guess, and earns 150,000. It's good he has been able to buy 2 pieces of land, but he spends 60,000 on every month. So you see, it's because that person, as a sema, had a financial literacy. If he had, maybe by now So what I advise my clients is, you see, when you receive your salary, it's 100% before you spend it. Single. I'm assuming you give time if you're an you should actually. So 50% of your income, now this is what people don't know. 50% of your income should go to your needs. 30% of your income, maybe we'll narrow down later, 30% of your income should go to your wants. And 20% of your income should go to your savings. Strictly, maybe 10 to 20%, depending with the responsibilities. Of course, a married man with kids who are, when you are shule, hawezi 20%, but 10% anaweza. So what are these needs that we're talking about? Things that you cannot do without. As zile za primary and food, shelter, clothes, Currently, in rent, you cannot do without rent, you cannot do without transport, you cannot do without food, and lazima ulipe bills. Otherwise utalishilia stima kama maji. wants are things that you can do without, but if they're fair, they make life easy. For example, maybe if you have a girlfriend, kama uko na girlfriend, unaweza decide kumpeleka out on a Sunday, unaweza piga sherehe kama venye umesema, maybe kuna best mtu anamtianga weekend. It's okay. 30% is allocated for that. But is it really necessary? No, really. Studio. Unaweza decide kuchange, unaweza decide kuchange kwa roho yako. Is it really necessary? No, really.
Depends on the girlfriend.
It depends on the girlfriend.
So you tell me, kama upati pressure, kuna wale yenye, you have to take me out, babe. You have to take me. Hii mwezi imesha bila kunipeleka out.
These are important things. Because maybe people can find out, need wife to be, you need to bond, you need to know each other better. But they are not like lazima tuende out. So if 50% of your needs is not enough for you, if 50% of your income is not enough for your needs, then you can feel free to get it from the 30. But 20% should strictly go to your saving. 10% for maybe a mom or dad responsibilities. But maybe a young man like you, unaweza decide at a chunk ya 30%, I'm taking it to myself. I have had a doctor who is just a young man who saves half of his salary. Yes, people should take advantage of that. Because the moment in itakuwa done, things are going to change. I'll tell you why. How much do you spend on money on average? Maybe on transport, food, yeah.
Maybe say punch.
500. So,
You are not calculating?
And
I'm already
calculate.
client. Usha calculate.
calculate. Yes, if you're spending 500 in a day, you spend 15,000 in a month. And that's 180,000 in a year. Remember, you've not paid your rent, you've not done shopping, you've not done bills. This is basically survival. Juu lazima uende kazi na ni lazima ukule, sio? How much was older? 5 years ago, the normal 2 kg. And yes, it's what it was.
Around 90.
90 shilling, correct. It was actually on the news. How about 10 years ago? Hata kama ulikuwa na tumbo.
10 years ago,
Yes.
50, 60, yeah.
60 on the higher side. How much are you buying unga today?
Around 130.
130, senior. 10 years ago, unga was 60 shilling. Right now, it's more than double because it's 60 shilling. Hata mtu angekwambia last year utabai mkate 55. So ungesema utakula kwa shilling. But are you not buying bread?
You are buying.
Yes. So if 10 years ago we were gonna buy unga 60 shilling and now we're buying at 130, agree with me that 10 years from now tutakuwa tunabuy 200 shilling. Sindio? Yeah, on the more. Juu hata kuna yenye inakosta 150 tablets. Sindio? So my point is, the life that we are living right now will not be the life 10 years to come. It was also not the life 10 years ago. Actually, I'm talking about 10 years ago. Mafuta ilikuwa 240 1 month ago. Right now, 310, the cheapest. Simple. Yes, 300 per liter.
Tunaelewa jikoni.
You get na kama wewe ni mtaka kama mimi unafanya shopping on a Sunday because there's a lot of offers on weekend, that is. Kama within a month imepanda na 100 or kama like 70 shilling, how about 10 years to come? Now my question is, you spend 500, you spend 180 in a year. So agree with me that you're going to spend 360 in 10 years. So utakuwa na family, do you have a family?
Of course I have a family.
Your own.
Of course I have a family. Am I young? Am I young?
Then your face maybe you can continue taking whatever you're taking.
Wow.
So my point is, if it's a young man in 10 years time, hata kwa kisha kwa ile nyumba anaishi, you're definitely going to move to a bigger house because immediately you get a child in a house here. So that's a 2-bedroom house, a 1-bedroom house. Exactly. So things are going to double because of inflation. So our salaries sustain that kind of lifestyle. I might have to live your bills who don't want to move on from rental. That is why saving is really important. Now, it is a decision many people take long to decide. But when as a man, ni kama vile unajua hauishi kwako, so at the end of the day lazima ulipe rent, sindio? Lazima ulipe transport, sindio? But that money belongs to the past owners. The rent belongs to the landlord. But what belongs to you? You're saving. So if you don't have one, you're really in trouble. So it is very important for, maybe if I understand most of your viewers and young people, really important.
Who are rich, the money takers.
The millennials.
Okay, you get listen. Okay, before you proceed, kuna sungata kuuliza. Like you're talking about savings.
Yes.
You're talking about needs, right? But needs are things that you can do without.
Yes.
So you need to first of all cater for them first, right? And if the 50% cannot cater for all your needs, then feel free to do what? Go to the 30.
Yes.
So what if your total income cannot sustain your needs? With that type of case, like the youth are always supposed to go for, debts. So what advice can you give when it comes to that kind of issue?
If your total income is not enough for your needs, you're either in the wrong job or you're living the wrong kind of life. Ama you want to live here when your salary is here. Yes. So pia ni poa kukuwa na side hustle na ni poa to take what you can. When I was a student, I used to live in a single house. Yeah, 3,500 because my dad used to pay it. But before I joined campus, I used to live in a bed sit and I used to pay 7,000. Mimi tu. Lakini juu sasa nikiingia shule sasa ndo anachukua. I was living there because that is what he could take. Now maybe after high school, maybe after campus, before I get a nice job. But now I'm living in a bigger house because that is what I can take. If the maximum you should actually pay for your rent, maximum 30% your income. Otherwise, hawezi kukia 100,000 na unaishi kwa nyumba ya 50. Aje, you get. So maybe my advice to those who maybe their salaries is not sustaining their kind of lifestyle. There's things you can forego. See, that's more with the pump and everything. See, there are a lot of things you can forego. Yes. So take what you can. And it's also good to have a side hustle because if you're employed and you can use your phone to have money, then why not? Yes.
Right. So thank you for that clarity, because we really need to know like what we want to talk about. So we have to start by digging deep, like the root cause, like what do we understand by financial interest. So guys, we're taking a commercial break and when we come back, we're going to elaborate now. What do we intend to do in terms of, Jamongela familia? See, because savings is like you're trying to work for a better future. So you're taking a short commercial break, and when you come back, stay tuned, comment, tell us what you think. We understand tuma maswali atajibu. I'm not going to quite do. Yeah, well, so remember that we're here at American Corner, Muindi, right here in collaboration with Gamers TV, bringing to you hot content that is educative and entertaining at the same time. So guys, stay tuned, subscribe to this YouTube channel, like, share, comment.